Yes, I've got some good shit to tell you today, brothers and sisters. As I say, we're not gonna bullshit about it. We're gonna tell it just like it is.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? I was asked to share my thoughts on the issue, and I decided just to go ahead and do a video on it. I don't like typing long messages, personal messages. There's a point where it gets too long for me. Anyways, the question was, or the request was, how do you feel about black men needing a black woman as a pass to speak on black issues, but black women don't need a black man to talk about black issues? They don't need to be validated. If they are dating, they don't need another black man to validate who they are, right? But if I'm dating a non-black chick, I'm almost automatically devalidated, and it happens, right? If you're a black dude and you consider yourself to be pro-black, or have a level of black consciousness, and you're dating anything other than a black woman, that's probably going to be revoked by other black women and from other black men. It is what it is. I completely understand where they're coming from in their standpoint, right? How are you going to talk about a certain struggle and what's going on, but you've said, I don't want to be part of that struggle, right? It's not that I have ill will towards you, but we're talking about war. We're talking about trying to go to war, and you're talking about leaving the country. So it's just like, yo, you opted out of this struggle. So why would I necessarily care on what you have to say, especially if you're trying to convince me to opt out of the war as well and leave the country? That's how I look at it. But then at the same time, I can understand why their viewpoint would be needed, in a sense that they're still black, whether or not who they date. They're still going through the same struggles you were going through, being black. Dating somebody outside the race isn't going to give them a pass, as we all know. And you're still going to have children, whether you like it or not, who are still considered as black, right? We only tend to question the whole idea of the mulattoes, or whatever you want to call them, not being black when they're middle and upper class. But the second they're lower class, they seem to remember that they're black. So depending on where you're from, right, you're still dealing with the issue of your children going through the black experience. So on that front, I see why it's important for you to be around. But nevertheless, like I said, I completely understand for those that feel like, yo, if you're a black man and you're dating non-black, then yo, you can't really speak on black issues. And like I said, I get it, but with black women, it's different. What upsets me is that a lot of black women don't understand it. As soon as we talk about interracial dating, their egos are being stroked because they act like we're jealous of the relationship, and it's not about jealousy. It's the whole point of you trying to hold on to this whole idea that you're pro-black, you're a strong black woman, but you're pretty much opting out. But you still want to have this voice, which is annoying. Like, yo, you've made your choice. You've decided not to go through this certain struggle, right? But yeah, you want to demand that, you bring that the whole idea of blackness covers your interracial relationship, and that you still have a pass to speak on whatever you want to speak on. That can get annoying. That can get annoying. Like, why is my pass removed, but you get to keep yours? Right? And you feel like you even have a louder voice now, right? That's pretty much annoying, as if dating white is a solution to a black problem. Dating white or dating whatever is pretty much saying, I'm opting out of this problem. So there's a difference between a solution and just opting out of a problem altogether, right? I'm going to help this team get better, okay? Or I'm going to go to a different team. But me going to a different team doesn't make the team I left any better. And I don't see black women have that philosophy. That's why we have these encounters, and you have a lot of dudes who get upset and get frustrated, right? It is frustrating. If you're a dude and you're pro-black on every issue, you really want to get into it, but you have, mixed feelings on dating, and you actually do feel like you should date interracially, or you can find love outside, it's tough. It is tough, right? I'll be honest. It's tough. We talk about love being love, but then I love my people. So you know, you always have to ask yourself, do I want my past revoked? Do I want to be shut out? Do I want my voice to not be heard in the black community? So a lot of black men are opting, you know, to stay and fight the fight, so to speak. That's what they're opting to do, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? I think I can find it outside, but yo, I want to be part of this war, right? If things go right, the victory that I'm going to get here will be greater than anywhere else. And I commend those men, and I commend some of the black women who are doing the same thing. But like I said, you have people who have opted out. You have women who have opted out, but who want to come back. Who want to come back and act like they're strengthening the black community. And just from a historic point of view, right? Whenever we're dealing with marriage, the woman always leaves the family. That's why men always wanted to make sure that they had enough sons. Too many daughters, they were unhappy. Oh, my wife can't give me a son. Because women, when they marry, they leave the family. Right? So, if anything, it should be black men who are incorporating non-black women in the black culture. But you have black women who are trying to do the opposite. They're trying to incorporate whoever they want to date into the realm of the black experience. And that's where we have issues. That's where we bump heads. So, anyways, like I said, you know, in past videos, hopefully this sparks some debate, and we can move past the whole idea of black men just being jealous or black women being jealous just because somebody's in interracial dating. I don't think black women are necessarily jealous because black men are interracial dating, at least not all of them. I just think they get upset by the ones who feel like they should speak, right? And the same goes for black men as well. So hopefully, when we do talk about it, right, we have a different mindset, and we move away just from, you know, we're jealous, you're jealous, you know, my ego's being stroked, your ego's being stroked. So you guys tell me how you feel, and once again, God bless.